Hello and welcome to this reading. This is actually my second reading that I've uploaded today, or at least gone live. So consider this to be a bonus, all right? The reading earlier was really short. I was like, had stuff on the stove too, so it was kind of like more of a safety concern than anything. But get on into it here and see what's going on. What is left to be uncovered or literally covered at like a burial site? Somebody could have attended a funeral recently, and they could have left something for you. So it could have been a close relative. Or else you learned of an opportunity, maybe some property of theirs that is coming up for sale or something as a result, something of that nature. What does the collective need to know? I'm hearing the message, I am with you. That may be important for somebody. I hate that when the whole deck's in reverse. But that's exactly what the devil likes it all mixed up, tangled up. The web we weave, right? Okay, Knight of Swords. Coming out. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If you guys have been keeping up on my readings, you know I've been pulling a lot of air signs energy recently. Okay, so this may be for you, air signs, or you could have an air sign or somebody at least that really wants to speak to you, collective. And they feel like taking a chance coming towards you. Perhaps during this next moon cycle. Okay, we do have a new moon coming up as well. All right. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, oops, no, actually this is the 7. Sorry. Yeah, that makes more sense. And I feel like right now you're like kind of busy. Literally the irons are in the fire here. Like I mentioned earlier, like I had stuff on the stove. That's why my reading was kind of short earlier today. And that's just the way it came out. So you're kind of like, yeah, maybe somebody wants to talk to you, but whether or not you make time for them is kind of another story. All right. And you're almost like too busy to even look at your calendar. And it's kind of funny, like I'm at my last video, I totally posted like a galaxy picture, and you can see this galaxy. You're kind of like, yeah, maybe in some far off galaxy, I have all the time in the world to talk to you, but I'm the collective here and I have goals to achieve. You know what I mean? I can't just sit and wait around or wonder or anything like that requires indecision and passiveness. I mean, these are wands here. These are full of energy. So that is something that you might be telling this Knight of Wands, or not Knight of Wands, telling this Knight of Swords when they come towards you. Kind of like, and you don't even have to say, like, I mean, but if you go and be like really nice about it, kind of like, thanks for your opinion and bye. Carry on. Have you ever heard that? It's like, know the difference between those who take time to speak with you and then like people who make time to speak with you type thing, you know? Especially in a work environment, because if they're going to monopolize your time, then you're going to get very little progress. You're going to make little progress yourself. And right here with the 7 of Wands collective, I feel like you've been kind of almost going at like a breakneck speed, okay? So for some of you, you may be wanting to hear what this person has to say. And I mean, that's completely natural as well. It's just, you're not kind of like requiring it. Okay. So the Two of Wands came out first here. Okay, and the foundation, so definitely a decision, and you may be like, do I even want to, I'm here right now, I'm doing good, like, do I even want to consider adding anything more here? Um, because once that happens, things change, right? Then we have to rebalance. So that could be a possibility for you, okay? The thing is too is that the possibility may bring really good things. Okay, so again, don't just like be like, I'll talk to the hand. I'm too busy for you. Let that kind of air out, and yeah. All right. Knight of Cups. Okay, there's the emotion. I was feeling some emotion behind it. So you may have had a run-in with this person before when they were kind of more like giving you this Knight of Cups energy, or making you believe that it was okay to be in a Knight of Cups energy, and kind of start that flirtation or whatever. Okay, and this is also Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and we are in Pisces season. Sorry, my tea's dripped on my lip. Anyway, in here, she's like holding this dagger. So it's kind of like whatever happened, she's now like up and willing to protect herself. So that may be why this could be coming across as some protective or defensive energy as well, which the Seven of Wands is known to do. It's just not that you don't have good reason for it, right? It's, and like I said, if this person or persons, whoever this is, that wants to make time, to speak with you or whatever, it's like, is this going to interrupt your, you know what I mean? Like maybe your business is you're open for lunch, and it's like this person wants to have some serious meeting with you, like, at 11:30 in the morning, and it's like, that's not going to work for me. Okay, so it's kind of like that too. All right. You're well within your rights. Okay. What else do we have here? Yeah, I feel like you've kind of drawn a boundary over letting this person kind of like emotionally manipulate you. Okay. Because that's what some of it was. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You've refocused, collective, into something positive, and that's part of why you're working so hard on all these things, and you just kind of don't. It's like that fiery energy is just really motivating you, and you don't want to feel interrupted. And sometimes, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what else is here. I'm just saying this person at the center here may not be part of your end goal, okay, with the Ten of Cups. So that's kind of why in your foundation here, you're not like jumping up at these new opportunities or messages, because it's like, well, what's it going to do for me? You know what I mean? Is it going to get me closer to what I see crowning, this effort, or is it gonna, put me off track? Okay. That song on the night shifts coming through. But somebody's saying like darling or something. I don't know if that's what they say. Darling's like darling, darling, something. I almost worry that I'm confusing two different songs, but I'm hearing multiple things, so it's okay. Anyway, coming up for this collective, please. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to talk. The Knight of Wands. Okay. So what you could have actually coming towards you is you know, somebody expressing some of their passion towards you, okay? And that could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, all right? Again, another night, all right? So I feel like you're represented here, but also this could be some competing energy, okay? Um, and, you know, sometimes the way the night, you know, they're moving forward, but are they going to burn out? You know what I mean? And that's kind of part of the Seven of Wands too, is like, you don't want to suffer from burnout. So kind of getting back to that, you know, work topic that I was on earlier. Okay. So if you're suffering from that, you may need to make that part of your consideration as well. Okay. About the other things that you take on. Okay. Because then you may be spreading yourself too thin. Right. And then it's kind of like, yeah, somebody comes in and it's like, well, that's fun, but is it going to really help me in the long haul? Okay. But I feel like this person collective is, I feel like this person collective is coming in to like advance your cause. Okay. So I wouldn't disregard it. All right. How is the collective feeling about this situation? Wow. Looks like you collective are viewing it as an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles, and that's very good news. The Ace of Pentacles appeared in my reading earlier today, and the fact that you have it, that you're feeling good about the situation, and especially about the Ten of Cups as well. So I feel like you're very locked in here, all right? Kind of no matter, you know, who comes in or out. And, you know, sometimes that's the Knight of Wands who's coming in and out. And it's like, yeah, I don't even know if you're going to like make it to the end of this sentence. So why should I give you any, you know, credence or validity of time, right? You know, there's like that saying, like, don't let people take up space, you know, like rent free in your head. Well, that's like in real life too. Like, you know, sometimes people don't, you know, contribute. Okay. What's in your environment? The Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody's definitely going to be disappointed. And part of it is because they're not going to be able to share in this abundance that you're going to receive. Okay. And this positivity that you exude, and things like that. It's like they kind of missed out on it, right? But you knew better and you kept going. So that's part of this Knight of Wands as well. Okay. Like I said, you're letting things kind of happen for you now. You know, like you're letting offers come to you. You're not like rushing into anything. Fools Rush In was a song I channeled the other day. Okay, so that's again. I actually watched that Elvis movie on Netflix. I thought it was kind of nicely done, especially like showing how like, you know, glitzy things can appear, but it's like that's not exactly how people are living, right? Anyway. The Judgment. Wow. You guys, the live earlier, I thought I had pulled the Judgment card and I really pulled the World card. Now here I'm pulling the Judgment card. So I feel like there are people around that are not sure if the Judgment's going to go in their favor in regards to you. Right? And it's kind of like come to the point where it's like, yeah, again, thank you for your opinion. I still have to make my own decision on it because it's my name on the dotted line, right? It's not somebody else's. I'm taking ownership for these decisions. So some people may kind of feel like this person down here, like they're at your mercy, Okay, but really you're just, you're just trying to be this bellwether here and stand tall and let yourself be guided towards the right things, which so far looks like it's working in your favor, okay? And that includes potentially entertaining multiple, you know, offers from people, right? That could be, fun. Um, could be fun. All right, I'll just say it that way. Anyway, and the outcome, please. I feel like somebody could be a little pushy that's around you, and that's also kind of this Knight of Swords, you know what I mean? It's like they think they need to get in there, and it's like, well, Scorpio, the Death card. Okay, so for somebody, this is definitely going to be like DOA when they get there, and you're just like, it's like this thing wasn't even on life support. Yeah, somebody's holding out hope that they've kind of like convinced you to wait around, okay? With this Two of Swords and be like, oh, well, I thought that this was undecided. And you're more like in this scorpionic type energy of actually it's very decided and I've kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, we had the little, like when the bird dies and you have to put it in the box and then bury it in the backyard. Like we had the little ceremony, okay? Um, you know, um, and now we're enjoying, the things that we've been dreaming of. Okay. Um, yeah. And those are some of the things that not only we're guarding, we're working very hard on. Right? Okay. And we know that those are things that are going to bring us abundance, perhaps financial abundance, but definitely, in regards to the home and stability. Okay. So, this judgment, aka discernment, okay, that you guys have regarding this situation is going to be very important. All right. So, you have to, it's like you can't just see it from this person's perspective. You may be up here looking at it from this perspective. Your heart may be right here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different levels, okay? But again, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you, right? And you cannot act on behalf of everybody else, right? Okay. And I think that's what somebody kind of had you believing, like that you were responsible for, okay? Yeah, but there was something kind of, I feel like you guys started getting downloads and started realizing that, you know what, I need to be working for myself here. Star energy, Aquarius. You may have Aquarius in your chart. Here's Pisces, Hangman, Pisces season. Yeah, somebody wanted to cause you a delay by causing you to not believe that you would have your Nine of Cups wish fulfillment. Okay? Yeah, and here's some of that passion you exude, okay? And that's part of why you have these nights here in your energy. It's not just you, it's other people, okay? And again, they're not sure which side of the coin they're going to be on. That's, again, up to you. Like, I'm here to read the energy. I'm not here to tell you what to do. May I be issuing a warning to you to use your discernment? Yes, okay? But I also said for some of you, you may be hearing these people out, especially if it's something where you think it's going to make your life better, right? But otherwise, you're not jumping up, right? Because it's like, well, I haven't heard anything yet. Like, thanks for stopping by. Again, here's this Jupiter. All right, this is like the third time in the reading. So your Jupiter placement may be significant for you. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. And if you didn't know, to expand upon your knowledge of astrology, there is more than one astrological system. So there's Western astrology, which people in the Western Hemisphere, U.S., are most familiar with, and then there is Vedic, aka or also sidereal astrology, which is more popular in the Eastern Hemisphere, especially in India. Okay. Central Asia region, okay? I would advise that you look up your chart using both systems if you are interested in the astrology portion um, of this, what you're getting here, okay? And how it may make better sense for you, okay? Again, check out your moon sign as well. I think that's pretty important, especially as you are going towards this 10 of cups, okay? And it's like you've done your part now to put your best effort forth, and now the universe is kind of rewarding you. And it's almost like you're partnering up and like you're getting registered for gifts here. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. All right. So, and for some of you that may be happening. I have a cousin that's good. I mean, I know somebody who has a upcoming baby shower, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, and for some of you that could be part of your 10 of cups as well, including children and things like that, right? You maybe have worked very hard to try and get to that point, right? Not everybody's able to do that, right? Or has the stability, or there's a myriad of reasons, okay? So for some of you, any of that kind of emptiness that was felt here has definitely been transformed. That may be also why Scorpio is here with the death card and the outcome. Where it's kind of like, yeah, you're leaving it, but you're not, it's not like you're staying there. You know what I mean? Your energy continues, all right? So does that energy in a way. It's just going in a different direction, all right? I heard never the twain shall meet. So for some of you, it may be one of those things, okay? Where it is like a true parting, all right? And then for some of you, there may be, some kind of rediscovery, all right, here with the Hierophant. Okay. I think that's about, shit. That's what I get for thinking. All right, I'm pulling some numerology since it is a new moon next Sunday, okay? Then Sunday after that, St. Patrick's Day. Then 2 weekends after that is Easter, you guys. This month is crazy. Talk about in like a lamb, out like a lion, right? Or is it out like a lamb with Easter, Lamb of God, right? If you're a Christian, all those things. Anyway, very interesting, very interesting. Don't let pride get in your way. Moon in Leo. Dun, 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 dun. Leo came out in my previous reading earlier today, so this could be part of it. Continuation, okay? So for some of you, this may be, making sure to actually tell somebody how you feel, okay? So this smoking gun here, all right? It's kind of like, okay, we all know that you fired this, pistol here. We can see the smoke. So, what's the story? Like, why are you, And that could be part of this too, collective, why you're just like, I'm too busy to listen to this person kind of stutter over whether or not they want to say anything, and they're just constantly here asking themselves if they want to roll the dice and say anything. And it's like, I feel like for a lot of you, collective, you're over it. So, I don't know. So maybe that's a message for whoever's coming towards you. All right. And for some of you, it may be one of those things where it's like, don't like hold on to this idea of closure. Okay. Um, some people are never going to ever give you closure. You have to create your own closure. Okay. That's just how it is. All right. So don't be so prideful to think that like everybody owes you an explanation. That's just not the way the world works. Okay. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. There was, I think in Western astrology, just a Virgo full moon. Virgo's been heavily coming through. I also have Virgo in my chart. Virgo resonates here with the Ace of Pentacles as well. So for whoever passed their chance, right, you decided, right? You decided you were good enough. And again, that's why some of these people that are coming back and facing your kind of judgment are like worried because at one time they didn't look at you that way. Like I said, for whatever reason. Okay? And you're like, I'm too busy to be bothered. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So there is a full moon, I believe, right before the weekend of Easter, so the previous weekend. Yeah, I feel like, whatever you decided was good enough is, part of your conclusion here, right? And, you getting this 10 of cups right here, it's like, yeah, I actually do deserve this. I'm good. Thank you. Yes. It's like somebody else at your table at a restaurant and like speaking for you about your dinner or like if you need anything else or like, you know what I mean? Like it's like, I don't remember giving you the leeway to do that. So that's again part of you saying I'm good enough. Like I can, speak for myself and say yes, I like this or I don't like that. You know what I mean? And nobody's saying you're doing anything, in some kind of disrespectful way, right? That's kind of like how the narcissist wants you to believe, right? Makes you think that your wants and needs are irritating to other people and that you're some kind of bother. I mean, that's what they do to break you down. It's really disgusting. They're really disgusting people. So when we talk about karmics, like they're probably worse than karmics. Like I think some karmics are just like too dumb to even know the difference, to be honest. But here it's like, yeah, you decide you're like, it's like, I don't want to live like that. That's like weird. You know what I mean? Just trying to like constantly belittle people and stuff. And it's like, this is not for me. You're like, I actually want something way different, right? Something where I feel good about not only what I'm doing, but the person I'm doing it with. Okay. So again, whoever is going to kind of like cut the like make the team or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you may be kind of like redoing your inner circle. Okay. And maybe part of that is you live by different people than you used to, or you know what I mean, like you've changed jobs or you changed cities or whatever it is. Okay. All right. What else do we have? What else? What else? What else? Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. So maybe that is something that you need to be manifesting towards if this 10 of Cups comes as a surprise to you. And again, like I said, we do have a new moon coming up next week. Okay. So, and part of that too, as well, bringing love into the situation, the 5 of Cups, it's like this being in your environment and there being people maybe upset that aren't going to have access to you. But the thing is, with the 5 of Cups, there's always some that's you've saved. It's kind of like you know, when you take your cake to the birthday party and then you don't save yourself a piece. Well, it's actually, you've actually saved yourself a piece. You just didn't tell everybody about it, right? So, and now it's like you have something for you and maybe somebody special, okay? So that's bringing this love into the situation, all right? Yeah, and this is how you feel abundant, okay? It's like you do have enough, all right? And that's why you feel very full here of this kind of love with the 10 of cups. All right? And again, it's partly because you've built your self-confidence up, okay? That you feel good enough to belong in a situation like that, and not in like a situationship where somebody always has you guessing, right? You're like, no. Okay. Okay, luck is on your side. You're in a Sagittarius. I just pulled the Temperance card in the reading earlier, which, as many of you know, is the Sagittarius card. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please subscribe or like the video, drop a comment, and as always, manifest wisely. Bye.